For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Philip James, Johnny.
Oh, hello, Mr. James.
Got a job for you.
I'm available.
This is an arson case. We insure the business of a Mr. Lester Matson, plastics. Old factory burned down. $700,000. Police found definite evidence that rules out accident.
How was it set?
Some kind of high-octane fuel.
Any suspects?
No, not yet. Lieutenant Ridgway at New York headquarters will fill in the details. When can you leave?
Oh, a couple of hours.
Fine. Good luck, Johnny.
Mind if I break in here for a moment to say a few words? Just the other day, I was having lunch with a group of newspaper reporters. We were talking about the government and what goes into its operation when a thought struck me. It's a funny thing, I said. They call one branch of the government the State Department when it handles all of our foreign affairs. Can any of you fellows explain that? Well, one of the reporters who writes political news piped up and said, actually, the State Department does more than handle foreign affairs. It also publishes all of the laws that have been passed by Congress and issues all the passports and visas for anyone traveling outside the United States. Well, just then the waitress brought us our coffee, and she entered the conversation. Don't forget, she said, if you're ever on a quiz show, you can maybe win a trip to the moon by telling them that the State Department has the job of making sure the Great Seal of the United States doesn't get lost. And it acts sort of like a governmental Emily Post, too. While she was making out our checks, she added this bit of information. Did you ever hear of the Division of Protocol? That's part of the State Department, too. It's the outfit that makes sure foreign diplomats who visit America get introduced the way they should and get seated in the right places at official dinners and things like that. Well, after she gave us all that information, we tipped her and went back to work. And now I think it's time we got back to our program.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Lester Matson matter. Expense account item 1, $17.55, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. I arrived in New York, registered at a hotel, and rented a car, which I drove to police headquarters. Lieutenant Ridgway was a tall, nice-looking man with a pleasant smile and a firm handshake.
Glad to help you as much as I can, Mr. Dollar. Sit down.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Now, how much do you know so far?
Only that the Matson plastic factory burned down.
Not all the way, but nearly.
And that you suspect arson.
Positively. We made our report to your company, Mr.
James.
Yeah.
He told me about the high-octane fuel.
Mm-hmm, and a 10-gallon can. The night watchman heard the explosion, but by the time he got there, the fire was out of control. He could see the can and the fuel burning. He could smell it, too.
No suspects?
No, not yet.
Any leads?
The owner?
You think he did it?
No, he couldn't have. He was with his daughter at a dinner party.
Then you think he had someone else?
No, I don't think so.
But you said he was a suspect.
No, I said I had a lead. He's it. Something wrong, Dollar. I don't know what it is. First, I just put it down to the natural behavior of a man who just lost his business. Later on, when I talked with him further, well, I can't really put my finger on it, but I think he's hiding something. He knows something about that fire. He's scared.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure he didn't have anything to do with it. He's too successful. Nice bank account, wonderful home, wonderful daughter.
Well, the factory was really worth a whole lot more than what he'll collect on the insurance, wasn't it?
Well, that's what your boss.
James.
Yeah, James. That's what he said. The assets of the business were in the millions.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, this will really be tough on Matson. Have to build again. Dyes, molds.
Well, I think I'll stop out and see him.
Yeah. Let me know what you think.
I'll do that. The Matson home was across the river in Jersey. A big white colonial with a long circular drive that led up to the front door. A butler showed me into a spacious study, and I was told Mr. Matson would be down shortly. While I waited, I walked around and cased some of the first editions on the bookshelves.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. I'm Christine Matson.
I'm Johnny Dollar, Miss Matson. I'm waiting for your father.
Oh?
Yeah. I'm an insurance investigator.
Insurance investigator?
About the fire.
Oh, yes.
You have a beautiful house.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful. Wonderful collection of books.
Yes. I don't imagine one person could read them all. Not in a lifetime.
No, I suppose not.
Do you like to read, Mr.
Dollar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names.
So am I. Yes, I like to read, but I don't get much time. Been playing tennis, huh?
Mm-hmm. I just got back. Do you?
Not anymore. I used to play a little.
Well, I guess I better get upstairs.
Nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you. Will you be staying... will you be around for any length of time while you're investigating the fire?
Well, that's hard to say. I hope so.
Hello, Chris.
Oh, hi, Dad.
How was the game?
Fine.
Mr. Dollar,
Yes, sir.
I'm Lester Matson.
How do you do?
You two have met?
Yes.
Yes, I was just on my way upstairs. See you later, Dad. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
Goodbye.
Well, your company notified me you'd be coming down, Mr. Dollar. You have a seat. You're an investigator.
That's right.
The police have already made a pretty thorough investigation.
Yes, I've talked with Lieutenant Ridgway.
Well, I can't tell you any more than I've already told them.
You were at a party the night of the fire
That's correct. It's all in the report.
with your daughter.
Yes.
When did you find out about the fire?
When I arrived home, Mr. Dollar, I explained to
That
you...
you've said everything to the police, yes.
That's right. There's absolutely nothing I can possibly add at this
Mr.
time.
Matson, you're insured with my company for a lot of money.
Hardly what I lost in the fire.
I'm aware of that. But I have a job to do, and this is an arson case.
That's what the police say.
A night watchman says so, too.
He could have been mistaken. In the excitement, he could very
Mr.
easily...
Matson, what difference does it make?
It makes a great deal of difference.
Your factory burned. You've suffered a considerable loss.
I certainly have.
I can understand how that would make a difference. But a fire's a fire. If you didn't have anything to do with it,
I most certainly did not.
then why so much concern about whether it was deliberately set or not?
Well, wouldn't you be concerned if somebody deliberately set fire to one of your factories?
About the fire, yes, but buildings burn down all the time. Fires are started deliberately all over the country.
I am sure this one was an accident.
Well, accident or the work of a pyromaniac. If you're clear, you'll get the insurance.
You think this is the work of a pyromaniac?
Seems like a pretty reasonable assumption. But you're sure it was an accident?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of a fire like that being started deliberately.
I admit it's a little frightening.
Yes, yes. You have to understand, a business like mine, so many inflammables, it's a little terrifying to think someone would deliberately start a fire. Well, what if it had happened during working hours?
That's not very probable.
Well, I've read about fires in hotels, people burned to death, deliberately started by some madman.
Yes, the firebug would have a good chance in a hotel. He wouldn't be seen so easily. Most of the people in their rooms, and he could get in and out easily. And most of those fires are started during the night sometime. But a busy factory in the daytime isn't very likely.
Well, I sincerely hope you're right.
I'm just going by the records.
You see, I have 2 more plants. Let's hope I don't turn out to be the exception to the rule.
I doubt it. Now, if you don't mind, Mr. Matson, I've still got to make a full report to my company.
Oh, certainly. I'll give you all the information I can.
Lieutenant Ridgway had been right. Something was troubling Matson. Until I'd suggested the possibility of a firebug, he was determined to convince me the fire was simply an accident, and he'd been resentful of the impending interrogation. Then the pyromaniac angle had given him some kind of an out, because he'd relaxed immediately. While I questioned him about the details of the fire, he seemed actually cheerful, even resurrected a few old bromides that I politely chuckled along with. But he told me nothing I hadn't already learned from the lieutenant, so I thanked him, shook his hand at the front door, and climbed back into my car. As I drove off, I felt sorry I couldn't have seen the daughter again, because it was certainly a sight worth seeing again. And again. I arrived back at the hotel, went up to my room, and put in a call to Lieutenant Ridgway.
What'd you think?
Yeah, something's bothering him.
Yeah, I know, but what?
Did you ever mention the possibility of a firebug having been responsible for the fire?
To Matson?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did.
Well, I mentioned it to him, and he liked it.
What do you mean?
Until I did, he was determined to call the whole thing an accident. When I suggested a pyro, he made a complete about-face. Oh, he was subtle about it, but he forgot the accident theory.
That's right.
Yeah. He seemed actually relieved.
Oh. What do you think it means?
I don't know. It could mean he knows who started the fire. If he thought we were looking for a pyro and not some specific person that could incriminate him, that would account for his letting go of the accident theory.
I see. You agree with the pyro theory and hope we do the same. Oh, what could he gain? Financially, he ends up in a hole.
Yeah. Insurance doesn't figure.
Oh, no, he's loaded. Got all the money he needs.
And it's something else. Somebody started that fire, and I'm pretty sure Matson knows who and why.
Yeah, now all we've got to do is find the who and why.
Well, I don't mind working on the case for a while. Have you seen his daughter?
Yeah.
Maybe she started the fire.
Why would you do that?
She's the type that could. I just met her for a minute, and I'm still smoldering. The lieutenant suggested a stakeout for Lester Matson. I told him I'd check with him later, took the cold shower, changed, and went down to the hotel bar to freshen up a bit. It was about 4:30, and I was pretty fresh when a page came wandering through calling my name. He told me I was wanted on the phone. Johnny Dollar.
This is Christine Matson. Mr. Dollar?
Yes. Hello.
I found out where you were staying from your company.
Well, that's nice. Why did you find out where I was staying from my company?
But it's very important that I talk to you.
All right. Where are you?
I don't want to meet you at your hotel. I have to be very careful.
Well, so do I.
That's not what I mean. If certain parties saw me with you, my father's life would be in danger.
Is this about the fire?
Yes, it is. Would you meet me at the corner of 5th and 115th Street in a half hour?
Sure.
I'll be in a cab. I'll pick you up.
I'll be the guy with the fire extinguisher.
You know, many great men have attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? He has been called a lawyer by profession, a fighter by choice, and a politician by force of circumstance. And he was outstanding in all three fields. In 1788, at the age of 21, he was appointed public prosecutor for the region which is now Tennessee. As president, he was the first to introduce the National Convention for the nomination of presidential candidates. During his campaign for the presidency, his opponents attempted to smear him by an unwarranted attack on his wife, Rachel, who never recovered from the ordeal and died just before her husband's inauguration. If you don't have his name by now, here's one more clue. During the Battle of New Orleans, as Major General of the Army, he accepted the help of the pirate Jean Lafitte. Who was he? Andrew Jackson, 7th President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
As long as the lovely Miss Matson was picking me up in a cab, I left the rented car behind and charged up expense account item 2. $1.65 for cab fare from the hotel to 5th and 115th Streets. It was getting dark by the time I arrived. I waited for about 10 minutes until Christine Matson's cab pulled up at the curb and she opened the door for me.
Go ahead, driver.
Well, good evening.
Is this a terrible inconvenience?
Oh, not a bit. Where are we going?
I just told him to drive around. Mr. Dollar, my father's being blackmailed.
In connection with the fire?
He had nothing to do with the fire, Mr. Dollar.
But he knows who did.
Yes. They burned the factory to frighten him, to make him pay the blackmail.
You mean someone's shaking him down?
Well, about a week ago, he was approached by two men. They demanded he pay them a certain percentage of the profits from his business. In return for the percentage, they guaranteed him protection.
So he didn't pay, and they set fire to the factory.
That's it.
Why didn't he go to the police?
Well, he was frightened.
Well, he couldn't have been too frightened if he refused to pay them.
He was frightened for me. He thought maybe he could bluff them by not paying, but he didn't want to take a chance and go to the police for fear they might really do something serious.
Losing $1 million business is pretty serious.
He tried to bluff them, and it didn't work. Now he's really frightened. He knows they mean business, and they've told him if the police ever find out, they'll do something a whole lot worse than just start a fire.
Do something to you?
That's what Dad's afraid of.
And you're not?
Of course I am.
Aren't you taking a pretty big chance telling me about it?
Well, you're not the police, and I have been very careful. I was hoping you could help without it being necessary to start a wide-open police investigation.
You're not giving the police much credit. If you'd told them the same story, they'd have kept it completely undercover.
Oh, I thought about it, but too many people would have to know about it. And there's always the chance of someone saying something or a slip-up.
How do you know about all this?
Well, my father told me, of course.
Just like that? Daughter, darling, two men have been trying to
Oh,
blackmail
don't
me?
be silly. He said nothing at first. He kept it from me. But you see, my father and I are very close, Mr. Dollar. We've never had any secrets. After the fire, when I saw how disturbed he was, I made him tell me.
Does he know you come to see me?
Oh, no. He made me promise not to tell anyone. Well, I just had to. He's agreed to pay the men. You know what that means. Mr. Dollar, will you help?
Well, I'll do what I can, but it's going to be tough without your father's cooperation. And you'll never be safe until these men are caught.
He's afraid of what might happen before they're caught. Why, if they find out...
There's no middle of the road in something like this. He's got to understand that.
I think he does, but... Well, he'd rather lose everything than lose me. I'm all he's got.
And he's pretty important to you, isn't he?
More than anything in the world.
Without his cooperation, I doubt if I'll be able to do much. And if he gives in to this, a man like your father, it'll keep growing until it kills him.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Tell the driver to take us to your father. Say it's all right for me to talk to him.
All right, Mr. Dollar.
She looked as though she might cry, but she didn't. She gave the driver her address, then sat back in the seat and kept looking straight ahead while the cab headed across the bridge for New Jersey. Expense account item 3, $11.75 cab fare, which I insisted upon paying after we arrived at the Matson home. The butler met us at the door, and Chris led me into the study where her father rose to greet us.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, my dear. Mr. Dollar?
Good evening, Mr. Matson.
Dad, I told Mr. Dollar. I had to.
Believe me, Mr. Matson, it's the best thing.
Chris?
Yes.
My dear girl, this can be very serious.
Dad, it's already serious.
I know, but tell me, do you intend to bring in the police, Mr. Dollar?
I promised your daughter I wouldn't, unless it was absolutely necessary.
I see. You know everything?
Yes, Dad. I told him everything.
But you've said nothing to the police as yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Mr. Dollar, if these men find out that you know...
Who are these men, Mr. Matson?
Mr. Dollar, I would like to tell you something. In the past, I've always confided in my daughter. This time I hesitated because of the possible consequences. But nevertheless, I told her. I did so with the provision that she keep the affair a complete secret.
Oh, Dad.
I'm not angry, my dear. Believe me. I'm sure you did what you thought was best. Unfortunately, you just didn't realize the gravity of the situation.
Certainly I realized
Dear,
it.
you couldn't have. You couldn't have. These men aren't fooling. They've already destroyed $1 million business. It was just lucky there wasn't anyone in the building.
So you're going to give them what they want?
Yes, Mr. Dollar. I am.
You can't win.
I'm not expecting to win. I'm just thinking of my business, my family. What would you do in the same situation, Mr. Dollar? I think you'd do exactly what I'm doing.
I don't think so.
That's easy to say.
Look, Mr. Matson, I know you're in a tough spot. You said these men aren't fooling, and you're right. They'll do anything to scare you into paying their blackmail. They'll burn down a building, threaten you and your family, even kill if it comes to that.
But you wouldn't do what I'm doing?
Maybe. If I had some assurance, it would stop there. But don't you know what happens once you give in to them?
Don't you think I've thought about that? Don't you think I've considered every possibility? They'll bleed me until there's nothing left. I realize that. But there's no alternative. It's that or...
You're afraid they'll kill me.
Chris, you're my whole life.
Well, then, Dad, consider me a little.
Consider? Good Lord, that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
Not now. What about a year from now? 2 years? 5 years? Dad, if you give in to these men, what will it do to you? What will you have left 5 years from now?
The business doesn't matter.
I'm not talking about the business. We can both get along without the business if we have to. We did once, we can do it again. I'm talking about you. What will happen to you if you give in to this terrible blackmail? There'll be nothing left of you. It'll kill you.
Mr. Matson, in some states there's a death penalty for kidnapping. But this kind of blackmail is worse than that. These men kidnap the one thing that people like you and me can't live without. Freedom.
My daughter's life is worth my freedom 7 days a week, Mr. Dollar.
If that happened, I'd just as soon be dead. Daddy, it would ruin you, and that most certainly would ruin me. There'd be nothing left of us, nothing of what we had. We'd just be alive.
Makes a lot of sense, Mr. Matson. I hope you'll see it and help me get these men. But whether you do or don't, I've got a job. I'll try to steer clear of the police as long as I can because I made a promise to your daughter. But I'm going to try and get those guys. They have to be gotten.
Dad, please.
I don't know, Chris. All right.
Oh, Dad.
Who are the men, Mr. Matson? Shot tore through the window and caught Matson in the chest. It was a swell punctuation point for my pep talk on freedom. Before Matson hit the rug, I was on my way to the study door with my gun in my hand. Outside, I circled to the spot near the window where the gunman had been standing. I stopped and listened. From inside the house, I could hear Christine Matson phoning for a doctor. And from not too far away, toward the front of the house, I heard a car start. I ran out to the drive and spotted the car pulling away about 50 yards from the house.
Mr. Dollar! Johnny!
Get back in the house, Chris.
But Dad's bleeding. I can't stop the bleeding.
How bad is it?
I can't tell. I called Dr. Phillips.
Well, get back in that house and wait. I got the car, but there's a man in that car with a shotgun. He may still be able to use it. Now, go on. I started down the driveway for the wrecked car. It was on its side, wrapped around a big oak. The only thing moving was the right front wheel, still spinning slowly. I reached the car and looked in. The shotgun, twisted by the impact, lay on the floor. The man who'd fired it was halfway through the windshield, his life running out all over the hood. The driver's seat was empty.
Don't move an inch. I'll turn around. Hand your gun back over your shoulder. Okay. I'll walk back to the house.
Police will be coming any minute.
I just want a car. We're borrowing one of Mr. Matson's.
How far do you think you'll get?
It's not how far I'm going to get. How far we're going to get. You're an insurance man. You're going to be my insurance. You're going to get us just as far as you can. It all depends. What your life's worth to the law.
I couldn't see his face. kept behind me with his gun pointed at my back. We went around to the other side of the house to the garage and stopped. He shoved the gun hard into my spine.
Open the door.
As I started to open the big garage door, a car swung in the driveway, and we were suddenly framed in the glare of its headlights. I knew it was the doctor. The man with the gun in my back didn't. He turned, expecting the police. Doctor?
Yes.
Your patient's in the house. Lester Matson lived and later identified both men as those that had tried to shake him down. They both had long records. Both had done time. The man with the shotgun was named Ernie Starbuck. The other, Stan Cole. Starbuck they buried in Potter's Field, while Cole looked unhappy. Not because he'd lost a partner, more because he'd gained a new one. A cellmate in Sing Sing he'd have to put up with for the rest of his natural life. After the doctor said her father was out of danger, I went back over to Jersey to say goodbye to Christine Matson.
Do you have to go right away?
Well, case closed. Expense account likewise.
You live in Hartford?
Yeah.
Sometimes I drive up that way.
Oh? That would be nice.
When does your train leave?
4:30. I don't catch that one. There's not another one until 12:15.
Oh. Will you be saying goodbye to Dad?
I thought I'd stop by the hospital on my way to the station. Are you going in to see him?
Mm-hmm.
Drive in with me. We can see him together. Maybe have a quick drink afterwards.
I don't like quick drinks.
No.
Johnny,
Yeah?
would it make so much difference if you took the later train?
Oh, it sure would. But, I'll take it. Expense account items 4 and 5, $103.75, car rental and hotel bill. Item 6, $19.80, train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $154.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were John Larch, Lillian Baeff, Hal March, and William Johnstone. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring John Lund, has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Ray Kemper, Johnny.
Oh, hello, Mr. Kemper.
Are you available?
Oh, very much so.
We insured a Mrs. William Post, New York City. She was killed last night.
Yeah, how?
Murdered. A private detective named Paul Sachs and a lawyer named George Simon found her in her apartment. She'd been stabbed to death.
Any suspects?
Yeah, her husband, William Post. Lieutenant Roseman of the 5th Precinct is handling the case. Contact him. He expects you.
Okay, I can leave in an hour.
the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
For refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. When your mouth and throat feel hot and dry, a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint gives you quick, long-lasting refreshment. The lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The chewing itself helps keep your throat pleasantly moist. Best of all, you can chew and enjoy refreshing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum almost any time and any place. Keep a package handy right in your purse or pocket so you can chew a stick whenever you want it. For refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Millions enjoy it, and you will, too.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the William Post matter. Expense account item 1, $18.90, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. I arrived in the afternoon, registered at the hotel, and rented a car, which I drove to the 5th Precinct Police Station, where I met Lieutenant Roseman, an old friend.
I haven't seen you in a long time, Johnny. How's it going?
Oh, can't complain. You're a lieutenant now.
Yeah, getting up in the world.
Well, how about filling me in on this Post killing?
Sure. The woman's name is Teresa Post. Married to William Post, banker. She was found last night in her apartment, stabbed 4 times, gag shoved in the mouth, apartment robbed.
A private detective named Sachs found her, huh?
Uh-huh. And Mrs. Post's lawyer.
George Simon.
Right. They both arrived at the apartment about the same time. Both had appointments with the victim. They got worried when she didn't show up. Found the janitor, and he opened the apartment for them. They discovered her lying on the floor in the bedroom.
What was missing?
According to her husband, all her jewels, about $15,000 worth. Also a cloth coat.
My boss said you were considering the husband.
Yeah. 3 days ago, they had an argument and separated. The wife was filing for a divorce. She'd suspected Post playing around for some time, so she hired Sachs, a private detective. Sachs got the evidence, and she confronted her husband with it. He moved out and into a hotel. Sachs and the lawyer were supposed to meet her at 8 o'clock so that Sachs could turn over the evidence on her husband to the lawyer.
Well, what makes you think it's the husband?
Well, the robbery looks phony. The jewels okay, but the coat, the cloth coat, the only item of clothing that was stolen.
Yeah?
There was a full-length mink and a stole left in the closet.
Oh, mm-hmm. The husband got an alibi?
Sure. The woman he was seeing. The one who busted up the marriage.
Oh, who is she?
Well, the name of Hughes. Jane Hughes. Lives at 109 West 61st Street.
And she claims Post was with her at the time of the murder?
The victim had been dead about 3 hours, killed around 5 in the afternoon. The Hughes woman swears Post was with her all afternoon from about 1 till late that evening.
How'd the killer get into the apartment?
That's another thing that makes me suspect the husband. No evidence that shows the killer broke in. No way he could get in a window. The apartment's on the 8th floor, and the fire escape's at the end of the hall.
Well, I'd like to talk to the people involved.
Oh, sure, Johnny. What do you want to start with?
The men who found the body.
Sachs and Simon.
I'll take Sachs first. Roseman gave me the address of the private detective, and I drove over to 52nd Street where I located my man. Paul Sachs was small, with a sour look and a wet handshake.
What can I do for you, boy?
I'm investigating the Post murder.
Uh-huh. So, well. Insurance man, huh?
That's right.
She insured for much?
I forgot to ask.
Yeah, probably is. Old man's loaded, boy.
When did Mrs. Post retain you?
Oh, about a month ago. Well, the 5th, to be exact. Wasn't too hard. The old man was pretty open about it. He was careful, all right, you know. Stayed to the more discreet places, but he was... Well, you know how those fellas are. Last one to think someone's checking up, so they aren't as careful as they should be. Want a drink?
No, thanks.
I was lucky.
Lucky?
Yeah. Paid me up in full before the old man cut her up. Sure you don't want a little belt?
No, it's a little early.
Don't blame the old boy much, though.
How's that?
I mean, that little bit of fluff he was chasing around with. Mighty nice. Oh, yes, sir. Mighty nice. Yeah, I got a couple of pictures here. Cops have got duplicates. I keep these for the family album.
Uh-huh. You think Post killed his wife?
Oh, yeah, sure. He certainly had the motive. Threw him out and was going to take him for everything. I've been in on things like this, boy. You know, a man like me gets mixed up in all kinds of things. Murders like this, cut and dried. I'll tell you what. He made his mistake by taking that coat and leaving the mink. Stupid mistake. Real stupid, boy.
The police say she was killed around 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, she was cut up something awful.
Where were you at 5, Mr. Sachs?
Me?
Oh, nothing personal.
You're barking up the wrong private detective, boy. I didn't have no motive. I was right here in my office. Didn't finish work till around 6. I've got other cases, you know.
Can you prove you were in your office?
Can I prove? Well, boy, if I gotta prove it, I'll prove it. But there ain't no motive, boy. Why would I want to kill her, huh? You ain't thinking, boy. When you've been investigating as long as I have, you won't run around asking ridiculous questions like that.
Yeah, I should be ashamed of myself. Well, Mr. Sachs, it's been a real pleasure.
You gotta go, boy?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, but it's been charming.
Good. You need any help? Just give me a call.
Oh, I'll do that, boy. My next stop was the office of Mr. George Simon, attorney at law. The surroundings were a little different from Sachs's private pig pen. A big suite of offices with a big suite of secretaries. George Simon greeted me with a professional smile and offered me an overstuffed chair.
Yes, I arrived at Mrs. Post's around 5 minutes to 8. My appointment was at 8 sharp.
When did Sachs arrive?
He was already there, waiting in the hall. He said he'd just come up in the elevator, but that Mrs. Post had not answered his ring.
Lovely fellow.
You've met him?
Yes, a few minutes ago.
Well, we waited in the hall, thinking that Mrs. Post was late and due to arrive at any minute. 10 or 15 minutes later, I got worried. I knew how important the meeting was, and I couldn't understand why she'd forget it. I had talked to her that afternoon.
What time?
That I talked to her? Oh, I'd say around 3.
She seemed all right?
Well, she wasn't particularly happy about the situation. They'd been married for 7 years.
But other than that, nothing else seemed to be bothering her?
If it was, she didn't mention it.
All right, you waited for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes. Then I located the janitor and had him unlock the door. We found Mrs. Post in the bedroom. I called the police immediately.
Did Mr. Post know that you were meeting with his wife?
I have no way of knowing that.
Do you think he killed her?
No, I don't think he's the type to kill anyone.
Mrs. Post was certainly going to get a sizable settlement.
She was going to ask for one.
And Mr. Post knew that she was.
I believe she told him. She mentioned to me that she had.
How large a settlement?
We hadn't arrived at any figure. I was supposed to meet her and this private detective. I was supposed to look over the evidence, and then we were to discuss future plans.
Where were you at 5 o'clock, Mr. Simon?
Here in my office. I was here all day except for lunch.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for your trouble.
Glad to help. But I don't think Mr. Post killed his wife.
Well, I can't disagree with you.
You don't think he did?
I can't agree with you either. You see, I just don't know yet. See you later, Mr. Simon. The next person on my list was Miss Jane Hughes, the the reason for the marital rift between William Post and his wife. She lived on the 7th floor of an attractive apartment house on West 61st Street. And when she opened the door for me, I could understand how any man might stray a little if Jane Hughes smiled at him once too many times.
Hello.
Can I come in?
You might if I knew who you were, what you wanted.
The name is Johnny Dollar.
What do you want, Johnny?
Just a little talk.
Any special subject?
William Post.
Goodbye, Johnny.
And Mrs. William Post.
Didn't you hear me, Johnny?
I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh,
Lieutenant Roseman thought I should talk to you.
I thought you were a reporter.
Now can I come in?
Just put one foot in front of the other.
Well, thanks. I'll try it.
I didn't mean to be rude, but you understand about reporters.
Oh, you weren't rude.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Why are you investigating me, John?
Oh, routine. That's all, routine.
I'm just going to tell you the same thing I told the police.
All right.
Bill, Mr. Post, was with me most of the afternoon.
How long have you known Mr. Post?
About 6 months. We're just good friends.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like that at all, Mr. Dollar. We're just good friends.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Mr. Post?
Would you mind going out the back way?
Well, I've got to talk to him sooner or later.
Make it later, huh?
Well, generally, I'm a gentleman, but...
But this time you'll make an exception.
Might prove interesting.
All right. Why don't you answer it?
Sure. Mr. Post?
Who are you?
Johnny Dollar?
What are you doing here?
Bill,
Yes?
Mr. Dollar's an insurance man.
Insurance?
I'm with Columbia All Risk.
Oh, don't close the door.
He wants to talk to you.
At my office, Mr. Dollar. Goodbye.
That's the way you want it, Mr. Post?
Exactly. Now get out of here. You've got no business here.
Mr. Post.
Get out.
Friends, no matter what kind of work you do, it's a real help to chew delicious Wrigley Spearmint gum right while you're working. When you're warm or tired, for instance, the lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor is really refreshing. It helps keep your mouth and throat feeling cool and moist. Chewing on that smooth, good-tasting piece of Wrigley's spearmint makes the time pass more pleasantly, too. It seems to make your work go smoother and easier. Keep a package or two of Wrigley's Spearmint chewing gum handy all the time. Enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint while you're working and at other times. That's Wrigley's Spearmint chewing gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
On the police list, William Post was the #1 candidate for the killing of his wife. On my list, he was just a wealthy banker with a dead wife, a seductive girlfriend, and a nasty personality. I'd run into many a nasty personality in my travels, so I let the incident roll off my back and drove over to the Park Avenue apartment where Mrs. Post had been murdered. In the basement, I located the janitor, a bent little man who was working on the plumbing and singing a flat chorus of Dixie.
Look away. Look away. Look away, Dixieland. Oh, way down yonder.
Hey, Pop.
The old time
Pop.
is not far.
Pop.
Look away. Yeah.
Are you the janitor?
Uh-huh.
What's your name?
It's Pete.
You want to do me a favor, Pete?
Pete Kellett. Who are you?
My name is Johnny.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hooray! Hooray! When Johnny comes marching
Pete,
home again, hooray!
Pete.
Hooray!
Hey, Pete. Pete, I want you to do something for me.
I don't know you.
I'm an insurance investigator.
Yes?
You got a pass key to #8? Well, have you?
Number 8.
where the woman was murdered.
Oh, I'm busy. When Johnny comes again.
Pete. Oh, Pete. Hey, Pete. Pete, I want you to let me into number 8.
What for?
Because I'm investigating Mrs. Post's murder.
Can't.
It's all right. I'm working with the police.
Who'd you say you was?
My name is Dollar.
You said it was Johnny.
That goes in front. It's Johnny Dollar.
Oh, Johnny, that's a funny name. When Johnny comes marching home again, Henrik. There ain't nothing for you to see in number 8.
I just want to look over the place.
Why?
I just want to take a look around.
I don't want to go up there.
Well, then give me the key.
I can't.
I got $10 that says you can.
Make it 20, and I'll let you look over number 3. Folks are out of town for a couple of months.
I just want to get into number 8.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. You opened the door last night for Mr. Sachs and Mr. Simon, didn't you?
Who?
How long have you worked here?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I worked here. Oh, let me see now. Oh, my. I just worked here. Oh, for just a long time, I guess. That's all.
You knew Mrs. Post?
Yes, I know.
Have you ever seen Mr. Sachs or Mr. Simon before last night?
Who?
The men you let into Mrs. Post's apartment.
I saw him last night. I never saw him before. Not even once I never saw. Oh, I didn't like that one of them. Oh, that one with that squinted face. He squinted it all up, and he had those dirty teeth.
Sachs.
Who?
The one that squinted his face all up.
Oh, I didn't like him.
Well, thanks, Pete.
I didn't like Mrs. Post either.
Why not?
I just didn't like her. Sweet, oh, sweet chariot, coming to carry me home.
I let myself into number 8 and took a good look over the whole place. There was still blood on the bedroom floor, but everything else had been cleaned up, and there was nothing that gave me any ideas. The mink coat and stole were still in the closet. I went back downstairs to give Pete his keys, but the funny little man wasn't around. I left the keys on a bench near the furnace, went back out to my car, and drove to the hotel. I showered, shaved, wrote the first half of this report, and then started to go downstairs to have dinner. Johnny Dollar.
Roseman, Johnny. You got something interesting on the post case.
Oh, good.
Somebody pawned that cloth coat late this afternoon.
You know who it was?
No, I'm just on my way down to the pawn shop to get a description from the pawnbroker. You want to meet me?
Where is it?
945 East 185th Street.
I'll see you there. I climbed back into my car and drove uptown to the pawn shop. Lieutenant Roseman was already there, talking to the pawnbroker. And the answers he was getting were very interesting.
You remember the man who pawned the coat?
Oh, yes, he was a kind of small, funny-looking fella. He didn't said much, just handed me the coat and took what I gave him. You know, I remember the circular, what you sent. Seems strange, a man like that having such a nice coat. I thought right away that was stolen.
The man was small?
Yeah, kind of stooped over.
Anything else?
No. Oh, yeah. He had a habit of singing to himself all the time, under his breath.
The first good lead. Roseman and I drove back to Mrs. Post's apartment and went down in the basement, where we found Pete Keller asleep on an old cot. Hey, Pete. Pete. Come on, wake up.
What do you want?
You remember me?
Should I?
I was down here this afternoon.
Oh, I guess I do.
You remember Lieutenant Roseman?
Was he with you?
Come on, Pete. We're going down to the station.
Now?
Yeah.
You pawned a coat late this afternoon.
Huh?
A cloth coat. The one that was stolen from number 8. You pawned it.
I don't know nothing about no coat.
Let's go, Pete.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay, but I ain't had much sleep. That plumbing, it keeps a man awake all night. Just let me get my shoes. I got shoes, and you got shoes. Oh, God's children got shoes. I got shoes.
We took Pete Keller down to the precinct and questioned him for half an hour. but he refused to admit that he'd ever pawned the coat or that he knew anything about it. The pawnbroker was sent for, and we all went down to the lineup for an identification. Pete Kellett was in the first line, third man.
Number 3, murder. Number 3, step out. Number 3, you.
Huh?
You're number 3, aren't you?
Well, if you'd like me to be.
Then step out.
Oh, sure. Is this okay?
Just answer the questions.
You mind if I sit down?
Just stand right there and face the front, hands at your sides.
Oh, I'm awful tired. Plumbing keeps me awake all night.
What's your name?
Huh?
I said, what's your name?
Lieutenant.
Oh, it's Pete.
That's
Where you
the
from?
man.
Pete
He is
Kellett?
the
Where you
one that
from?
pawned the coat.
Oh, what do you mean?
You sure?
I mean,
Oh,
where's your place of
positively.
residence?
Oh.
Sergeant Hanley,
Yes, Lieutenant.
number 3, hold for interrogation.
Okay, you step back in line.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought you wanted to hear where I was
Step
from.
back.
My goodness.
We had a positive identification. The pawnbroker had pointed out Pete Kellett as the man who'd pawned the coat. We took the little janitor down to the interrogation room and worked on him for 5 long hours. But he didn't crack.
Pete, why don't you save us all a lot of trouble and admit it?
What?
That you killed Mrs. Post.
Oh, why should I admit that? You want me to tell the truth, don't you?
Oh.
Pete,
Yes.
you did pawn the coat, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you get it?
From Mrs. Post.
And you stabbed her.
No.
Then how did you get it?
Well, she'd give it to me.
You expect us to believe
Why,
that?
sure.
Why didn't you tell us this in the first place?
Well, I thought if you knew, you'd think just what you're thinking.
She gave you the coat.
Yes.
When?
Well, a couple of days ago.
You told me you didn't like her.
I didn't.
She gave you a nice coat like that, but you didn't like her?
No.
Then why did you take it?
Why not?
Now, look, you...
Lieutenant,
Yeah?
come here a minute, will you?
Can I go?
You move a muscle and I'll bust you. Oh. I tell you, Johnny.
Yeah, I know. But after all,
He's nuts.
There's a more polite term for it.
He's nuts and he's guilty.
You want to find out if he is?
I know.
I mean guilty. Find out and eliminate all this questioning?
How?
He's scared of that room. He wouldn't take me up to number 8, although he gave me the key. I think we can scare him into a confession.
I'll try anything.
Of course, there's a chance he's telling the truth.
If he is, I'll eat your shoulder holster.
Well, turn him loose. Send him back to his job.
What's that going to do?
You just hang around and watch. Roseman agreed to continue questioning Kellett for another half hour while I got things ready, then release him and take him back to the Park Avenue apartment. I left the precinct and drove to Jane Hughes' residence on West 61st Street.
Oh, you'd better leave.
Look, this is very important.
Who is it?
It's me, and I'm coming in.
Now, Dollar, you listen to me.
No, you listen. I don't like you, Mr. Post, but I've got a chance to clear up this mess and get back to Hartford, so I'll be far enough away to keep from belting you in the teeth. Now, we think we know who killed your wife.
Who is it?
The janitor of the building.
Post Kellett?
That's right, but we've got to prove it. I'll need your permission and Miss Hughes' help.
I can't let Miss Hughes get involved in anything that might in any way...
Okay. I'll see you later.
Wait a minute, Johnny. What do you want me to do?
Jane.
It's all right. It's important to me. This hasn't been the most pleasant situation, Johnny, but regardless of what anyone thinks, I'm going to marry Bill. We're in love.
I'll send you a box of rice if this works.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to be Mrs. Post. The dead Mrs. Post.
What?
Let him finish.
I want you to go up in that apartment, dress like Mrs. Post, and call Kellett, the janitor. Tell him there's something wrong with the plumbing. Play it straight, as though nothing had ever happened.
Are you out of your mind? You think...
The police will be there.
No.
Let's go, Johnny.
I drove Jane Hughes to the apartment where Roseman was waiting. She got dressed in one of Mrs. Post's nightgowns and a robe, then buzzed the basement.
Well, what about my voice?
Just keep it low.
Hello. Hello?
Pete,
Who is this?
Mrs. Post.
What?
There's something the matter with the plumbing. Will you come up and fix it? Pete, did you hear me?
Yes.
Will you come right up?
Yes.
Here he comes.
Come in, Pete. What's the matter?
You're dead.
No, I'm not. Come in.
Didn't I kill you?
No, I'm all right.
No, something's wrong. No, you're dead.
Stop being silly. Come in here.
Well, if he ain't dead, if I didn't kill you the first time, I better do it now.
Don't move, Pete.
Snap on the lights, Miss Hughes.
Put down that knife, Pete.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Why, you ain't Mrs. Post.
No.
Well, then she is dead. I did kill her.
That's right, Pete.
Oh, I feel better.
Pete had the jewels hidden in a bucket of paint in the basement. He finally explained that he was in the process of robbing Mrs. Post when she came home, surprised him, and he had to kill her. He didn't take the minx because he thought the cloth coat was prettier. I drove Jane Hughes back to her apartment, where a grateful William Post was waiting with open arms. And that was that. Expense account item 2, $15.85 for a late dinner for Lieutenant Roseman and me, after which I retired to my hotel bed and slept for about 10 hours. Expense account items 3 and 4, $35.75, hotel bill and car rental. Item 5, $16.55, train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $87.05. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, for refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. The taste of fresh spearmint is cooling and delightful, and there's lots of it in every stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. It freshens your mouth, helps keep your throat moist, and sweetens your breath besides. You'll enjoy the good chewing, too, because Wrigley's Spearmint is so smooth and pleasant to chew on. There's nothing else quite like it. Next time you're at the store, stop at your friendly merchant's display of chewing gum and get a few packages of good-tasting Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Always keep some handy for refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Jack Moyles, William Johnstone, Benny Rubin, Charles Davis, Mary Jane Croft, Hy Everback, and Howard McNear. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at the same time when from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network.